All right, so for better or worse, out there in listener land, we're missing a key component of the breeze tonight. You know, and some people might argue, well, that's a welcome reprieve, you know, every once in a while, because, you know, sometimes he just interrupts. You know, we love him, but he interrupts and he bogarts the show sometimes. And then sometimes a lot of people tell us he's their favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
So it's bittersweet tonight that we are not with Mike Brechak here, with our dad here in studio tonight. We do have a very special guest, though, waiting in the wings to fill in for him live here in the Tiger Cage. That's right. And this one for September the 28th, the year of our Lord 2023. And this is episode 114. There's only one way to do it, so let's get to it, guys. Let's go!
Intro! Yeah! Now we're talking. All right! Go!
Well, hey, guys, welcome back to another edition of They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage, like I just said. And this is episode 114. And, yeah, a little sad news.
Can't ring that bell right now.
Yeah, can't ring that bell. But make sure you do go out to YouTube and subscribe to Tiger Cage Media, and then ring that little bell. But you know,
bling,
you'll
bling,
get those little
bling.
notifications. But our normal bell operator is not here tonight, and that is Dad. So father will be missed tonight, Mike Brechak. But we love him, and hopefully he's in the air, jet setting again.
This guy.
Big old jet airliner.
I think he bought the.
Don't carry me too far away.
You know the.
Big old jet airliner. 'Cause it's here that I got to stay. Hey guys, it's the Breeze, Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, and then
Oh, you know what? I was thinking about. I think Dad low-key has like the Mark Cuban $250,000 fly anywhere for the rest of your life kind of
card.
pass.
He's got that
I
pass.
think so. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard about that on a podcast, man. He's like $250
So sweet.
back in the day, and I can still use it.
And you get to fly one
he's
person
grandfathered
around,
in. He's grandfathered in. So it's not a matter of like, well, they don't sell that thing anymore. But like, he's like, yeah, but I still get to do it. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I can do it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it.
And he has a private jet, so it's like,
yeah,
Mark, come on, sign that over to me.
No, yeah. Well, it's like if you're not using the jet, if you're just going JetBlue, you know, and doing your private miles, you know.
God, I would love to be on
Lordy.
Trump's plane though with him.
Oh God.
You
like lobster?
Right, you gotta
Big Mac lobster.
You gotta know a Big Mac.
Lobster Big Mac. I tell you, it's out of this world.
Yeah, I gotta.
Guys, they call us the Breeze. If you're not out there on YouTube watching live because you didn't get the notification by subscribing to Tiger Cage Media, make sure you're listening every Monday wherever you get your podcast drip. And for every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't. And then do treat yourself. Go on our tigercagemedia.com, watch some old videos, listen to some old albums, view some old photo albums growing up the Breeze when we were little babies. Go watch that with Mike with his mustache, you know, when he was like younger than me, literally younger than me in most of those photos as we're babies. You can go check that out on tigercagemedia.com. Also, you still get that fucking free shipping on $35 or more when you go to the Tiger Cage Media merch page. You got plenty of t-shirts up there. More t-shirts to come soon. Some artwork to come. We're gonna keep putting more shit out there, but I'm still finishing that damn garage. You know what I mean? So like, I'm working on that, and I just don't have time to sit in the lab.
Don't forget to tell them about Baskin Robbins. We're doing our own brand flavor. They call us the Breeze.
It's called
Baskin Robbins.
It's called a scoop of the Breeze, which didn't sound appetizing to me at first, but they sold me on it.
Once we tried it, we liked it.
Yeah, it was a good flavor. It tasted just like vanilla. I think it was just the food coloring that threw you. You know what I mean? I think that was it. But yeah, we're out here, guys. We're doing the damn thing. Like I said, Dad is not here tonight, and we do have a very special guest this evening. I think it's time to bring him in. What do you say, man? You want to bring him in?
Let's bring him in.
Okay. So this listeners out there, this next guest or this special guest we have tonight. No, you're not going to do that at all.
Oh. Did I just?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Okay, so yeah. So this next guest we have tonight, well, our only guest tonight. I mean, it's not like the next guest.
buddy.
It's our first guest.
I'd say a buddy.
It's a buddy,
A pal,
and
a
every
friend.
once in a while, Ryan and Dad like to dick off, and I'm still left in the trenches, and either one of them are here with me, and we always like to try to get a third host in. And tonight we have a very, very special guest. This guy, he hails from Missouri originally. He has been in Nashville for the last couple years, and he's a friend of the Breeze. There's no denying that. We've been kind of trying to follow his career as best we can, and
I think he's super
that's been
off
tough.
The
Been
map.
tough. But he's been doing some tours and he's been doing some things. He plays a style of music that, if you know me out there in listener land, a style of music I don't really care for. But he does a very good job at it, and I've jammed out to some of his songs. I'm not gonna lie, in the car, because he's a good friend of ours, and when he comes out with a new single,
Got to support.
Yeah, I mean, we're still waiting on the single actually, but when he cuts some demos for us every once in a while, that's how close we are with him. A good guy, lives in Nashville. He's been bumping up in the charts, and I'm just gonna say it out there: if you love country music and you don't know about this guy, then you're fucking up.
I don't know where you're sleeping that night, but
That's exactly. I think it's time to have him on. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause goes out to Mr. Chason Gray. Chason, how you doing tonight, baby?
Hey, Remy, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
You sound good, man. You look good. I noticed it when you walked in here earlier and you had them shades on, man. You got that hat on. I was just like, all right, this is gonna be a good show. I feel like it because
That's one of those things that you have to just kind of keep up with the press a little bit.
yeah, no, absolutely.
I haven't been out in a long time. We've been working on a lot of stuff. We can get into it if you want to, but
we're going to talk about everything tonight because I want to know how the tour's going. I want to know how writing for some of these singles are going. I know you have a tentative deal with the studios to go in and make a couple hit singles.
Right.
And you've got a writing team, I'm assuming.
Right. We have a team. It's a great team that we put together, and it's one of those. They want to have 3 singles out by the end of the year, and they gave me about 3 years to do it.
Yeah, we're in the late part of fucking
But
September.
I'm a procrastinator, you know what I mean? I just procrastinate a little bit. I watch my college game day. It's back on, so I've been...
What's your college team? Who do you like?
Come on, baby.
Bama?
Come on, I'm a Roll Tide, baby. Come
Bama,
on. Even though I
fucking
live
knew
in
it.
Nashville, and I do love, I'd love the Volunteers if there were to be any kind of Tennessee team, because who doesn't like volunteering for the team
Well,
spirit?
yeah, you got the Vols. The Tennessee Vols. Yeah.
Yeah, Bama, USF gave them a run. Like
They
2
did,
weeks
yeah,
ago,
absolutely.
they did, and I was
That's correct. Yeah,
because I know Ryan loves them.
Yeah, Ryan likes.
Dude,
Ryan
I
likes.
graduated from there.
Yeah,
Obviously,
USF.
It took me a long time to be able.
USF hasn't always
and
had
it
a very.
took you all a long time to get that W on that, or that loss on
Yeah,
Alabama.
no,
but,
absolutely. Because and I was little. I actually watched. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not into college sports, obviously. But I did watch that ticker a little bit. I checked that Chrome. That little football score, that little thing. We get and they got the bracket, the points. I don't know.
That's where my life's at, is at bottom of the screen where it just shows
you
you
should.
highlights. Like I wish they could.
Just
I wish
do
ESPN
life-
could just update with my wife's text messages during that thing, because that's all I pay attention to. Saturday,
Baby,
all
pick
day.
up some milk on your way home from the gig or
Wendy,
from the studio.
came in with the.
Well, speaking of that, in the studio, you sent me and Ryan some demos and shit. And
what'd y'all think?
I thought it was pretty damn
thought it was
good.
good.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty damn good.
I liked it, man.
Like I said, I'm not really into that kind of music, but I listened to the hell out of them, and
we working hard.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you guys are putting a lot of work over there at the studios over there in Nashville, correct?
Yeah, in Nashville. It's been just a weird time, though. You know what I mean? It's been weird.
It's a weird time for everybody, yeah.
Like, you just don't know what you can say. We had to go back and rewrite a lot of our lyrics after that Bud Light thing came out,
shit.
and we had it's just been like a big 360 turnaround.
Well, and that's something I wanted to ask you about too, because like the music industry right now, I mean, you have a lot of country artists that are booming right now. I mean, you've got I mean, not that she's country anymore, but obviously you've got the big Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce story that's taken over.
Trav, he texted me. He's like, should I do it? I go,
Are you friends with Travis Kelce?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's in my, look.
He's in your chain. He's in a group chat.
We have him and his brother Jason. And
Jason, I love. Yeah,
Jason's better, I think. But
I think he's more handsome, honestly.
Well, he really is. Travis a little.
Travis going
to laugh about this, but he's a little pretty boy.
Well, you have a good mustache going on. You got a pretty good goatee going on thing.
It's starting to get a little cold here in Nashville, Remy. So I got to keep that up.
And I like that. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm growing my beard back out. Yeah, but. The Travis Kelce thing, that he's got that little tiny cop mustache. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just not. If you're gonna do it, man, you know what I mean. If you're gonna do the damn mustache shit, you got to do the would you agree?
Yeah, Travis Kelce. That's what we call him, Trashy Kelce.
Trashy. Yeah. I like that.
Old trash. Yeah. Trashy. No, he texted me and he asked, he's like, "Is that for real? Y'all write about like relationships? Like, am I clear?" And I go, "Buddy, if you really want her, you're gonna be
like a rom-com. You're gonna show up at that airport.
Your song's gonna be written about. But,
yeah, no, and that's the thing is like if they break up, she's gonna write a song about you. If they get married,
I just wish my jersey could sell 400% up. You know what I mean, Remy?
I'm telling you right now, if I immediately after this broke news, I thought to myself, okay, all right, who's the most obtainable low-level celebrity that I can start dating? Immediately.
Remy, I'm taken. I'm married. Come on,
That's good.
Remy. Come on.
That's
That's what she said.
Chason, you been drinking at all? Like, what's the
man,
week look like?
So, Chason, I saw you had the sunglasses when you came in here. I'm sure you're a little hungover.
I'm a little.
You did anything before the show to pre-prep a little bit? I mean, you got Budweiser in your hand. Ryan offered you a Budweiser, but
yeah, I'm pre-prepping. I'm always pre-prepping. It's one of those hair of the dog scenarios.
Well, you don't have anything to do after the show tonight.
Well, I mean,
right?
It's a big tour bus, and it takes you a while to walk.
Well, they're literally parked outside, right? I can see the tour bus.
Oh yeah, and that's Roger.
Everybody's flipping. Yeah, Roger took 2 pisses already since we started the show.
Hey, we call him.
Tell Roger we have a bathroom in
here. We
here.
call him the highway road dog. He eats. He
looks
gets
like
on that fucking road, baby. He's good.
Okay, so what I wanted to ask you mostly about was, you're out on the road a lot, and what's studio life been like? I mean, you're rehearsing, you're recording demos. Is it a bigger experience? Well, let me peel back. Okay, Jesus Christ, Remy, get it together.
Ryan, what's he talking about?
So Ryan, help me out. So I think the question we're trying to ask is like, okay, going right back to the beginning. You're kind of in a good spot right now. Like you said, you're doubling up on your efforts. You're trying to get out there because right now you had the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce thing.
Right.
Okay. You had the Jason Aldean thing that happened 2 months ago. That was a big story. And then this Oliver Anthony guy, right? So I mean, the focus has kind of been shifting to this Nashville. Like if America didn't really watch Nashville before, they're watching Nashville now, and you're right there in the thick of it, and you're trying to, I think you need to get a goddamn single out there, man. Well,
it's an interesting thing that you mentioned that Oliver Campbell guy, because he...
Oliver Anthony.
Anthony, yeah, that's how much I pay attention to this guy, but he is only a one-man band kind of thing. I got a production, and I got a team that I got to take care of, right?
Right.
And, well, it's been tough. It's been tough to walk those lines and not step on any eggshells. But
no pun intended. Walk the line. Got
it. It's just I just have to give shout out to my team. It's a really, really, really good team that we have. It's a strong team that we have, and then we're going to put some stuff out. It's just a lot of contracts, a lot of dotting the I's and crossing the T's, Remy, if you will. Yeah. But it's going to be one of those when we put out a few singles that we've been working on for the past 4 years. It's going to be dynamite. I feel it. My team feels it.
I've heard some of the demos, man. I've heard some of the demos. They are incredible.
I'm not going to say anything, but I don't want to. I don't know if I can. I'm looking at lawyers right now.
But you're going to say a lot of things because I got a lot more questions for you, and I'm sure Ryan does too. And we're just going to hang out with Chason Gray, our special guest host tonight. Since Dad is not here, we got celebrity birthdays. We're going to pit Ryan and Chason against each other.
Oh, you're going down, Chason.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you hear that, Chason? Yeah, he's already talking that shit.
Bark it up there, Rye Guy.
All right, man. Guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. They call us a breeze. Bye.
Tonight! Blow the lid off the joint! Yeah!
What up, Council? I am JT Parr.
Well, hey, guys, welcome back into segment 2 of They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Episode
And here's the
1.
mail.
Oh, God, here he goes. Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. And when it comes, I want to wail, mail! There it is. All right. Thanks, dude. All right, that's the mail. Yeah, coming in right at the beginning of the second segment, just like I planned. Just like I planned.
I saw the smile.
I watched him walk up. I said he's got a good brisk walk. He's got a good brisk walk, and he's gonna come up and put the mail right there. Guys, They Call Us the Breeze. Make sure you're out there subscribing.
And support your local mailmen out there.
Exactly.
Mail
Give them
persons.
a water. It's hot out there, dudes. Make sure you're subscribing to Tiger Cage Media, the channel on YouTube. And if you can't do that, if you're not watching us live every Thursday, right around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today we start about 2:30, so you got to ring that little bell for notifications. That way you get alerted for whenever we are on live. But if you can't catch us live, if you're not sitting at a desk on a Thursday, if you're out there enjoying that beautiful, we're kind of tilting it.
If you're a street warrior and you're in the car right now and you're trying to get that sale
we're tilting
done,
that switch a little bit towards fall. So if you're out there maybe kind of enjoying that beach before it gets to that late hour, you know what I mean? You can still take us along. Just make sure you grab that phone, go on YouTube, and you get those notifications. But then, of course, if you can't catch us there, you can catch us every Monday wherever you get your podcast drip.
Whoop, whoop.
So we're just hanging out here. Dad is out of town. He has flown to Virginia to pin the tail on the donkey, aka watch the pinning of brother Adam. Getting his pin for Chief Petty Officer, the ceremony and all that stuff. So he's out there. So we have, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mr. Chason Gray. I mean, how you feeling, Chason? You got celebrity birthdays coming up here right now.
I feel really good right now, Remy.
You listen to the show. You've heard the show before, so you know how celebrity birthdays work and all that stuff.
I'm excited. I was telling my wife, I was like, if I'm going to be on, I better do the birthdays this week. You know what I mean? If I'm going to be the celebrity guest,
you wanted to do the birthdays. That's awesome,
I'm not gonna read the smart news like Mike does. I'm not gonna be able to I'm coming in fresh.
Well, I would feel like you're a little more attached to the internet than Mike is. So.
Looks like I got a fighting chance then.
Yeah,
that's the case.
Ryan sounds like Ryan does have a fighting chance. Exactly. All right, guys. Well, it's time for celebrity birthdays. This one for, like I said, September 28th, the year of our Lord 2023. Let's roll it.
Happy birthday!
This is your birthday!
Your birthday! Yay!
Happy fucking birthday!
There's no birthday party for you here.
All right, guys. Celebrity birthdays tonight. Kind of a girl power night.
Oh.
Normally we have like one, maybe two ladies in the mix, and mostly all dudes. We got one dude out of 5 tonight.
See if Chason knows any.
Yeah. So,
I don't.
Chason, you know your ladies. You're a ladies man. I know you know.
I'm.
You're a little more plugged into the circuit
I do
than
tour,
we are.
Remy. I do tour.
Yeah, and you probably met some people, and we're going to get into that too later.
Yeah.
So I have so many questions for you. I have so many questions for you. All right, and not stupid questions. Anyway, celebrity birthdays. Chason, you're familiar how this works. Listener land, this is how this works. We are going to read 5 celebrity birthdays, okay? And Chason versus Ryan. They will go ahead and guess the birthdays. Whoever gets closest to the pin will get a point. If they are equidistant, as I like to say, from the pin, they will each get a point. And then whoever gets it right on the nail will get that double bubble, ladies and gentlemen. We get it going like that right here.
Let's run it, baby. Chason, you ready? I'm ready, Ryan.
I think he sounds pretty ready. Sorry, Chason. I don't mean to make fun of you, man, but like every once in a while, I'm gonna get a little twang as this episode goes on. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Celebrity birthdays. Avert your eyes, Ryan, you pervert. Chason, you're up first tonight, bud. Here we go. Celebrity birthdays. Okay. First birthday we have up for you tonight. I always thought like her and Hannah Montana were the same fucking thing. She had a show, I think, called Lizzie McGuire, I think is what it was called, on Disney. Younger, off my radar, so young. She's so young. She's off my radar.
Yeah, Hillary Duff.
Yeah. Yep, Chason already knows it. Hillary Duff. Yeah, very happy birthday goes out to Hillary Duff. All right, Chason, what are you thinking, man?
I'm thinking Hillary Duff's probably like 35 years old.
You're going to say 35. That's a pretty good guess. All right,
Yeah,
Ryan,
I
what
don't
do you
know.
Ryan, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to that's very good. That's very good. 30. I'm gonna go 34.
Go 34, and Chason said 35. Who gets it? Chason does. She is 36 today. Hillary does.
Come on, Ryan.
All right, a little shit talk don't hurt nobody. Chason, you're more than welcome to shit talk, bud. You feeling good? You feeling comfortable?
I'm feeling very good.
I mean, I know
about
this is not.
it's
I know this is not your average studio that you're in. You know, I know it's a Tiger Cage. It's got windows everywhere. It's not soundproofed. I understand.
Well, it's good to
that.
be back in this thing because it's like it makes you just feel like Eminem on 8 Mile.
Well, and that's the best thing too is you came down here from Nashville basically just to be on the show and do some scouting for a house.
I think I
heard.
saw Mike at the airport when I was dropping in.
Yeah, probably. You guys probably like ships in the night. You know what I mean? Because you just got here before the show.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you're down here, and we're gonna show you a good ass time. You got a couple days, and we're gonna ride you around town. It's gonna be fun.
I want to play some golf, Ryan.
Ryan
We'll
would
play
be
some
the,
golf.
Ryan
We'll
would
play
be the
some
guy.
golf.
Ryan
All
would be the
right.
guy. To do that,
We're
yeah.
doing birthdays. Come on.
I'm not going. Yeah. All right.
All right.
All right. Here we go. Birthdays. Second birthday we have up for you. Ryan's turn. Okay. This lady is the model of the Huckabees organization. She fit in the palm of King Kong at one point in her career. She scared the shit out of everybody when she watched that fucking girl with the dark hair climb through a TV, and she was scooting her ass back as far as she could. But still very, very, very attractive. And she's from like Wales or some shit. A very happy birthday goes out to Miss Naomi Watts.
Ooh, Naomi Watts.
Ryan's up first, man. Let's go.
I'm going to say she's probably like 53. 53.
53. All right. She says 53.
I don't-
Chason,
I
what,
mean,
Chason, what do you think, man?
That's a really good guess, Brian. I'm going to say she's probably, I'm going to go 55. Remy, 55. Lock it in, please.
One of you got the double bubble.
Oh, I know. Come on.
Chason got the double bubble.
I told my team when I came down here that I was going to get a double bubble, and I got the double
Well, good
bubble
for you,
on the
man.
second.
You got
Now,
it. There you go. Boom.
all
It's
right,
out of the
that
way.
means I owe a dinner to somebody on my team.
I
But,
bet you do. I bet you do. Well, you're up next on this next one, bud. So here we go. Ryan, avert your eyes, you pervert. Chason, you're up. Very funny lady. Chason, Ryan, and I say this quote a lot, and I don't know if you would understand what this quote is, and I'm really testing you here. And I'll give you more clues if you don't get it. But
fire away, Remy.
you guys aren't supposed to be out of your bunks. You're in trouble.
You know, I do know this one, and I get made fun of on the tour bus a lot for this.
Really?
Because
Are you kidding me?
I play this movie a
You need to fire
lot.
your fucking staff.
I play this movie a lot, and it is Hot, Wet American Summer. I
It's
know.
Wet Hot American Summer. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
you know, I mean.
I don't expect you to remember. That's fine.
But it's, I love that
camp
movie.
counselor for that movie.
Yeah.
She was in Half Baked. She's a stand-up comedian, well-known feminist. Very happy birthday goes out to who?
Gosh, I can't even think of her right now, Remy.
Janine Garofalo.
Ruffalo, yes.
Chason Gray.
You Need Help is what that Half-Baked
Oh
movie.
yeah, the Half Baked. Yeah. She's like.
Oh, yeah.
He's like. Yeah, she's like
I-
reading poetry.
Remy, I got a
to Dave
story about
Chappelle.
Chappelle if you ever want to hear it.
I would love to hear it.
Off,
Yeah.
You know, but it's
But I would love to hear that. But yeah, she's doing that poetry, and he's like, "You need therapy. That's just where I would go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
you seen the movie, yeah.
they try to bust his boy out of prison on that one.
That's a good one.
It's good. I mean, I put it on the tour bus all the time. I'm gonna say she's probably about 6. I'm gonna go 60. I'm gonna lock in 60, Remy.
All right, Chason has her Janine Garofalo for 60. Happy
Right,
birthday.
what you got? That was a good guess. Very good guess. Crazy that you know all that fucking history about like Half Baked and like.
I feel better about better about country music now in general.
Yeah,
just
I mean,
'cause,
you're pretty good. You're a great guy. You're a great guy, Jason.
But he said 60. What do you got, Ryan?
I'm gonna say she's probably 58.
That's gonna split the point,
Did you know
ladies
that?
and gentlemen. That's gonna split the point. That's gonna split. She is fit. Janine Garofalo is 59 tonight.
I just lost another bet. I told my Roger, I said I'm gonna split a point with LB tonight. No, yep. Damn, I'm losing.
Yeah, you
All
guys
right.
just split the point. Yeah, both of you get that
I'm
point.
losing more money on this goddamn fucking show.
Chase,
than I
it's,
have
it's,
on-
not,
have
it's, not,
on
it's not a matter of money, man. We just like to have a little fun.
Tour
around here.
buses, you bet a little bit.
Well, I'm
When
sure
you're on tour, you bet a little bit, Remy.
I want to hear a little bit more about tour. We're gonna get into that, but next birthday we have up for you, Ryan's turn. Okay, this guy, great actor, a little older in years,
Great actor.
Ginger. He played Principal Rooney in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He was in Tune. One of my favorite roles that he was in was called goddamn. Not was it Tune In? What was the or Stay Tuned with John Ritter and where they get sucked into the TV. He was in that.
Yeah.
He played.
What's his fucking? Is his
He
name
played in
Dan something?
Beetlejuice. He played in Beetlejuice. He was
Yeah.
the guy who bought the house that was into bird watching. You guys know him out there, but a lot of you, might not know his name. A very happy birthday goes out to Mr. Jeffrey Jones. Avert your eyes, Ryan. All right,
What are you
Jeffrey
in here
Jones.
for?
Ryan's up first. Yeah,
Drugs.
drugs. What are you? No, drugs. No, thanks. I'm straight.
What are you in here for?
No, I was asking you, what are you in here for? My
Maybe-
brother is an idiot and fucking.
Maybe you shouldn't be so.
What are you in here for? Drugs.
What's
Jeffrey Jones.
the score? 0-0. Who's winning? The Cubs.
That's one of the best.
The Cubs. I don't
That's
know.
one of the best fucking parts of that movie. I forget about that fucking scene every time Comedy Central plays that movie. I forget about it every fucking time. He's washing his hands, right? He's got paper towels. He's like drying his hands off.
yeah. What's the score? 0-0. Who's winning? The Cubs. He's like, and then he just leaves. He's probably like 68.
All right, 68. Chason, sorry, man. What do you got?
No,
Chason?
I'm laughing like because I watch that movie too all the time, and it is one of my favorite. Again, on the bus, tour bus, but it's just funny how like he gets to skip a day. I remember skipping a lot.
We skipped a lot of stuff.
Oh
too,
yeah, Grammy, I bet you did. You fucking piker. I'm gonna go. He's probably Ryan. What'd you say?
Yeah, what'd Ryan say, right? Is it 60?
I said 67.
67. Chason.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do the old Mike sneak. It's called the Mike Breachak sneak. I'm gonna go 68 on that one.
You pulled it out because he is actually Jeffrey
I'm
Jones.
gonna go
is
Jalen Hurts sneak on that.
77 today. That's right. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Well,
Use a little
Chason.
Mike strategy
Chason,
on that.
It's your turn next. This one's gonna be a little harder still, Chason. All right. Last and final celebrity birthday we have up for you tonight. I looked through her entire movie and TV show list, and I have never seen any of it.
Topanga.
I have never seen any of it. The only thing I know her from is she plays in Park and Rec as a very specific character and briefly, one of Rob Lowe's love interests. Weirdly enough, the daughter of someone that worked in that office.
Oh,
Miss
Gary
Millicent-
Gergich.
Miss Millicent Gergich, a very happy birthday goes out to Miss Sarah Wright. Millicent Gergich from Parks and Rec. I thought that was a good one, man. I thought that was real cool. Chasen, what do you think? You watch Park and Rec, I'm sure.
I don't watch it that much, but Roger keeps it on in the bus, and
Roger's obviously.
It's funny.
Well, it's the same people that did The Office, you know.
And I love The Office, Jim Pam there. I love it.
So why don't you just fucking saddle up and watch Park and Rec, man? Just get into
Michael
it.
Schur did me bad one day, and I'll get into that.
That makes sense.
But,
that's a different story. Yeah, that's for a different day.
She's probably 45.
You're going to say 45? Okay. Chason says 45. Ryan, what are you thinking, man?
She's probably 43. I'm going to give her 43.
You're much kinder than Chason is because she is actually 40 today.
Got you one, baby.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I think Chason won that one.
Happy fucking birthday.
There's no birthday barbecue here.
The guy comes in and he wins right off rips.
Yeah, I tell you. Yeah.
Winner's going to win, right?
Yeah. No more shit talking. So Ryan and I, we came a little closer last night. Not just because of bowling. So we had a bowling night last night, and I'm gonna tell you right now. I mean, I had fun per usual, but I will tell you right now.
We always come closer on a bowling night, don't we?
We've been doing this bowling night shit probably once a month for the last 3 months, and I feel like the guys that have been showing up are getting better. Like everybody's getting like Pablo was rolling some fucking strizzies last night.
Dude,
like for just back-to-back strizzies.
Yeah.
Will was doing some fucking shit. He was riding that with that curve. He was riding that fucking gutter line to the T. Mayo was doing.
How about that guy next to us that was filming himself throw gutter balls for 2 hours?
Yes.
I was like, "What's this motherfucker?"
That's a
I
very
kept
good-
I kept giving him the opportunity to like bowl his frame,
first,
and then
yeah.
he's looking at me. He's like, "You go," and I'm like,
Yeah, I don't
No,
want you
bro,
in my
I don't-
shot. I don't want you in my
no.
shot. So this dumbass next to us, we rented 2 lanes because there's 7 of us basically. 6 to start, but there's gonna be 7 of us. And the guy next to us in the lane has a little, just like the little tiny little tripod that we bought that we put on the desk here for Dad's camera when he's here.
Mm-hmm.
God rest his soul. He's not dead, but he's just not here.
he could be. He's up in the air. We don't know.
But yeah, so you got the little stand. So this guy's got the little stand with his cell phone on it, sitting facing his lane next to the ball return, and the motherfucker's just rolling gutters. And I
Mind
was
you,
like,
he
it's
has
got to be a fucking joke.
Two custom balls.
It's got to be something.
2 custom balls. He has a strike, a first, and a second pickup.
So it's not
ball.
a joke. So he's trying to get like good bowling in on this because
Yeah.
I didn't see the custom balls. So I was just like, maybe this is a joke, and he's trying to film somebody getting massive amounts of gutter balls. Maybe that's the B reel he's trying to go for. He just wants a bunch of gutter balls, and he's going to use this for something.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way this guy's actually bowling.
It was awesome.
But if he had 2 custom balls, then that changed the story. This guy just
He
sucks.
does. And I was thinking about it even further. I was like, great way to like watch back film when it's completely dark in the whole bowling alley. Because if you're going to go to tour, you're going to want to know how your ball spins when you can't see it at all because
Right.
it's completely blacked out.
Absolutely.
Like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to film myself do galactic bowling and then I'm going to review the tape.
Well, I
And
had a
it's
good
like-
time because
I
I
love
mean,
it.
we all like. I watched a lot of us like, and that's the best part. We were talking about this earlier.
We need to get sponsored by that bar.
It was
that's
just
right
fun.
around the corner.
It's fun to like all the boys. Whenever anybody gets a strike or a spare, like it's just fist bumps all around. The guys next to you at the lane.
a lot of Gatorade showers.
And then we're just drinking a few beers. We're not even drinking like as much because we're busy and we're doing something, and it's just fun to do because it doesn't matter who wins, doesn't matter who loses. We're just out there having a good time, and the best part is, I'm gonna tell you right now, I had one of my best first halves of a game.
That's awesome.
Right? You saw that? I bowled 5 frames that I didn't not clean up a pin. I had either strikes or spares.
I had a good pattern going on.
First
one of my
5
games.
frames of game 2, I think it was. I completed 5 frames, like either strikes or spares, and I was like, "Holy shit! I'm on a fucking run right now." I nosedived
At
after
7.
that. Yeah,
frame 7. That's kind of
at
where
frame
I go.
6. I was like, I got like 6 pins, and I was like, "All right."
Well, you know what?
Because everybody was hyping me up, dude. Everybody was hyping me up, and I was just like, I was getting in my head. And I'm like, fuck, I can't.
Dude, you know what I really...
Now I'm like, I'm leaving no pin left behind. Like, I have to bowl this way the rest of the game. And then it got into my head. And then as soon as it got in my head, I fucking bowled at 6.
You know what I enjoyed the most was the scare zone. The bar.
The bar. So the bar, yeah. The bar.
There's a Halloween scare zone.
And a girl with a cart just out front. She might as well have had like glow sticks on her. Like a little glow stick necklace.
I asked her, I go, how's that bar going?
We're out there.
She's like, it's looking really good.
They have in the bowling alley we normally go to, they have a whole ass bar. They got the punching machine. They got the pool table. They got a dartboard. And then, some TVs for sports and whatnot. And a nice lacquered bar and everything. That was all trash bagged off, black trash bags. So immediately in our minds, we're like, so is there a haunted house that you guys are building back there? Like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, because I haven't seen anybody at this register for fucking. When are they going to come out and scare me? Or just take my order?
I saw the one time I went up, I walked up and there was a little bell on the bar and I rang the bell, bing, and she came out from between the fucking bottom of the black, and she like
came out of a TV,
emerged out of the black two panels of the tarping or whatever.
Well, I mean,
like, what can I get you? I was like, I'll just take a PBR.
I think that bar's a big.
But here's $2 tip just for that performance.
A huge, it's the huge topic of the town.
I like the bowling thing, man. I really do like the bowling thing. I really and you asked, and I think somebody asked me last night. I was like, you're gonna get a custom ball, man? And I said, I have this same ball that I pick every time I come here, and it's always available. I might as well.
So
we were
talking about this
2
earlier.
feet over into the pro shop and be like, can you replicate this ball for me? And what kind of designs do you have?
Yeah, what design would you want?
Well,
like,
I do.
If you could not even go off a scrapbook, but if you wanted like an actual.
Well, immediately if I can get like a logo or anything put on there, I'm doing. They call us the Breeze logo right there on the ball.
I like that.
Or Tiger Cage Media, like the big T-shirt that I was gonna do, the wraparound T-shirt that has a big and little Tiger Cage Medias all over it. Just do that, like with a white ball and like purple or magenta Tiger Cage Media stamps all over it.
I got a solution for that. Just steal a 14-pound ball and we'll put stickers on it.
I think that sounds even better. It ridged to the right. Well, that's because sticker didn't fold up right.
There's a bubble in it.
That sticker didn't fold up right in that corner. It pinched right there in that corner. Guys,
you get out there chasing every once.
Yeah, Chason, you ever do any bowling? You and the team?
We do a little bit of pit stops every once in a while, and we do bowl a little bit. I'm the ringleader. I'm very good. Remy, I kind of want to play you.
Well, we could go. I mean, you're here for 4 days, dude. We can go over here to Pasadena. We can go to Pasadena. We can go to Pasadena right now. We can go to Pasadena right now after the show. Well, it's a block away.
I don't think I can do that.
All right,
not.
Well, we'll schedule something. You're here for 4 days, man. Me and Ryan are gonna show you around town.
We can get something.
Yeah, we'll get something going, man. Yeah, for sure, guys. They call us the Breeze. We got more. I got a lot of Chason. I hope you're down, dude, because I got a lot of fucking questions for you, dude.
Remy, we gassed up the fucking bus today. We're gonna be chilling outside till I gotta leave, buddy.
All right, okay, good to know. Ryan, what do you got to say about it, man?
Happy to have you, bro. Hey.
You guys
left me hanging.
You guys
left me hanging.
Yeah, he left you hanging. You guys got a little bromance going. A little bromance going on. We'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th, I was intoxicated. I drank all of those days. I drank. I was drunk. I'm drunk now. I'm drunk right now.
Let's get drunk! Yeah!
Hey guys, welcome in.
All right.
Halftime, second half of the They Call Us the Breeze podcast here, live on YouTube. Check us out. They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra. And you can check us out on YouTube. Just go to They Call Us the Breeze, or actually just go to Tiger Cage Media.
Wow.
Yeah, Tiger Cage Media on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you ring the little bell for notifications.
Ring.
Thanks, Chason. I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
That was good, Chason.
Yeah, because Dad is not here, and Chason Gray is filling in tonight, and we have a lot more questions for him.
Excited, guys.
No, I honestly, Chason, I really do appreciate you coming in short notice, and you flew in, from Nashville just to do the show, and we're going to show you a good time. We're going to take you after the show. We're going to go up to the tavern. We'll play some pool, shoot some darts. What do you think about that, man?
Oh, yeah, the JP Tavern I've heard about. Yeah, they were telling me about that on the flight in because we flew into Clearwater Airport, which is way better than better than Tampa. Remy, I heard that you had to drop off Mike and Teresa.
Yeah, I dropped Mom and Dad off at Tampa
today. That thing is
today.
A goddamn zoo.
Well, I get nervous, so here's the thing. It's like, I don't care who you are, man.
Right.
And my thing is, Chason, I have my own, Chevy Equinox, and I could easily tow, and I have plenty of time.
A good automobile.
But that's my car, and you want your car when you're doing high anxiety level driving, like going to the airport and getting in those fucking weird little lanes, and you got to do all this shit and unload.
Yeah,
you want
the departures, the arrivals.
Yeah, you're like, is it blue? Is it red? What are we doing here, man? Yeah. So I mean, you obviously fly out all the time now, but yeah. So I'm freaking out, man, a little bit, because I'm like, well, Mom, I'm gonna take your car because number one, my tires are kind of bald. And God forbid something happens to Mom and Dad on the way because of my car. Number two, I smoke a lot in there. There's a lot of cigarette butts just hanging out in there. And number three, the AC works every other day, and we're on an off day. So I was like, Mom, we're going to take your car.
You're running that hurry-up offense is kind of what you're doing.
Yeah, it's like a 2-minute drill, 2-minute hurry-up offense, and I'm like, we're going to take your car. And she's like, that's fine. And I get in it, and I'm not going to lie, dude. It's a Toyota RAV4, not a 2011 like in the Mom Jeans song, but it's do you listen a little bit of? I mean, I'm sure you're all country, but you listen to any like alt rock or anything like that?
I do. I mean,
what's some of your favorite bands?
Well, I mean, I grew up kind of in the '90s a little bit.
Well, yeah. So you're younger than Ryan and I. That's for sure.
Yeah, a little bit younger than y'all. I know it don't sound
like it. How old are you, by the way?
I'm 28.
Yeah.
28 years old. But no, I grew up listening to a lot of like
Pearl Jam and shit like that.
A little bit of Pearl Jam, Alanis Morissette, like a lot of stuff that like you wouldn't really.
Stone Temple Pilots fan by chance?
Yeah, I mean, if you listen to a lot of when you hear the tracks that are going to come out that our team's been working on, it's a great team.
Maybe
it's
it might be like
hell of a team that we've been doing.
If you can fuse some of that 90s spirit into some of those songs, I might get behind some country music, Chason.
Remy, like one of my favorite movies ever is like American Pies. Those American Pie movies, 1, 2, 3, Wedding, all that. I love it. And
They're decent.
So that soundtrack stuff is kind of how I
like Third Eye Blind,
my new sound off
Third Eye
of,
Blind
really.
and shit like that. Like,
well, I heard that like
Graduate's a great song by Third Eye Blind.
My PR, they told me that like trends, country is all about trends and not trans but trends, and we every 30 years it repeats. So like I've been getting back into that kind of like 90s alternative rock.
That's good, man.
And,
that's the important
I'm
stuff.
sprinkling it on my tracks right now.
Roots, man.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been real fun.
What the fuck were we talking about before we started that?
Well, we've been talking.
I mean, you're out there, you're doing the tour thing. We were talking about flights there for a minute. We were talking about TPA and So I'm in the car, right? And
always carry on, Remy.
I'm in the car, and I'm just nervous to be in this car because A, it's not my car. B, I don't know how to drive it, and the mirrors are kind of low, but they're okay enough to where I can see out of them. But I'm kind of like crouching to make sure I'm. And Dad on the way over, Dad's in the passenger seat, Mom's in the back, and
yeah. How was Dad? Was he like?
Well, he's
fidgeting?
He's watching my right mirror, and he even said he's like, "What? I'm not a bad driver. I'm a very good driver. I've been in 2 accidents since I was 16. I'm 37, so I mean that's a pretty good record. 21 years, been 2 fucking fender benders. You know what I mean? But we go to get in the car, and Dad's like, "You want me to drive there?" And I was like, "No, because then we gotta fucking like do like a Chinese fire drill shit, and like who gives a shit?" And I don't want to be fresh coming out of Tampa International.
Yeah, you don't want to get like.
I don't want to be like all of a sudden like get the yips
right there,
the yips right there, and be like, all right, now I got to drive across the bridge.
I'm not leaving. I'm gonna fly somewhere.
So
you're like, I'm just gonna
park this shit in economy, and we're gonna
go to Milwaukee. Whatever the cheapest ticket is.
Where's Charlie at? Is Charlie anywhere? Yeah. So yeah, Charlie Barnes. Yeah. But yeah. So I mean, that was kind of my deal, and so I was like, okay, fuck this shit. Got them, dropped them off, came back here. It was just, I liked riding in the car, but it's just weird because your first time driving a car, you don't want to be going through that kind of a goddamn maze.
It's a nightmare. Also, I kind of like the dropping off Mom and Dad, picking them up from the airport because there's just water. So there's not a lot of like land.
Well, you do have to cross that long
There's not
bridge.
A lot of things for them to point out.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a new Wawa?
Yeah, Dad does do that.
Blah, blah, blah?
Dad does do that. He's like, well,
God.
back, in the,
Oh, Miller's Ale House. I guess
20 years ago, that was just all field right there.
Yeah, it's like,
well, yeah,
okay.
No shit.
All right,
no shit, it was.
You told me this.
Yeah.
a lot.
Exactly. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen out there in listener land, I did something a little unprecedented. I can't believe I did it. Ryan can't believe I did it.
Ring the bell, Wall Street.
I'm part of a goddamn club now for the first time. I'm 37 years old. I've never thought about doing anything like this because, I don't trust it normally. But Mayo, dumbass Mayo, love him, walks up.
Love you, Mayo.
Guy responsible for getting me my last Bucks game and probably getting me to the Bucks-Falcons game here in 3 weeks. He comes up to me yesterday at work, and he's like, hey, man, you got like $100-$200 laying around? I'm like, well, yeah, but like, what the fuck kind of question is that? Like, what
do you need it?
Do you need it? I don't have it. If you need it, like, if you need it, I don't have it. But why
just come up?
Why are you asking me that right now? And he goes, hey man, listen. So here's the deal. There's this what would you call it? Like a
coin.
A coin. There's a coin available.
Cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency available right now for about 45 cents. He said 40 cents, and when I literally an hour later logged in, it was 50 cents. He goes, there's a cryptocurrency that's available for about 40 cents right now. He's like, if you put $100-$200 in, you get this many coins. And I my arcade sense starts like my Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah,
my Chuck E. Cheese math starts kicking in. My Chuck E. Cheese math starts kicking in. I'm like, all right, well, okay, all right. So if I put in this much, and I go, I might have like $100 or $200, And we're literally working. We're at the shift. We're on and it's slow enough. So he's like, go back there, download this app. It's going to take a day or two for you to convert. So I would imagine you want to get on that fast. And I said, okay, yeah. So I'm literally in the back of work, and I'm signing up for this thing, and I'm taking photos of my driver's license front and back, scanning the barcode, doing all this crazy shit, tax, all that shit. And now I'm signed up. And he goes, all right, it's probably going to take about like a day or two for your bank to verify. Well, the company that they use for their money transactions,
which is brilliant.
I had already verified my Wells Fargo
and
account
also
with.
Scary.
So now I'm immediately signed up for this thing, and it's at 50 cents. And I go, hey, it's 50 cents. And he goes, oh shit. And he goes, all right, never mind. And I go, well, no. I mean, like,
pull it.
If it was 40 cents when you told me about this and 2 hours ago,
if you click up more 10 cents after you buy it,
you might want to put like $100-$200 in this thing, and it's gonna. And he starts giving me all these wild numbers. He's like, if it gets up to this price, this is how much money you can pull out of the bank. And I was like, holy shit, dude!
You're really good with a calculator now, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, right? I'm just gonna tell you, as a first time investor, like, I don't know anything from anything. Okay. I don't advise any of this information, but Mayo came up to me and told me this, and instead of 100 and not 200, I put $500 down right on the fucking. I put $500 right, and he told me he's like your brother has some stock, Ryan has some stock in this too, and he's like, this is gonna be a good idea. I want to, and he's like talking about the SEC lawsuit and how they basically won. They're still in litigation, but like how that's going to drive and how all these private European banks are just buying it up right now. And so, ladies and gentlemen out there, we're not advising. We're not stock
this is not financial professional advice.
If you want to know what dumbass Remy did last night, all I did was I downloaded an app called Uphold. And I signed up, and I logged in, and I had to do all sorts of banking information and blah, blah, blah. And then once my bank account was connected with this thing via a third-party website called Plaid, I was now available to put whatever kind of money I wanted into it. And right there in the fucking dish pit at work, Mayo touched my phone, and he's like, all right, what do you want to do? And I said, I want to put $500 in. And we just did it right there, and it was instant. And it was funny because we went out bowling after that, and then when I get home after bowling, I'm $5 poorer. Mm-hmm. It was at a certain amount of money, and now I'm $5, and it's not a big deal. Who cares? For me, it's like putting your money into a slot machine and then putting it on an auto spin. And you just get to watch what happens. And it goes up and it goes down and it goes up and down. And you can watch these tickers live on that app, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's a cool thing about cryptocurrency because it's different from a stock, right? A stock, you can only see it go intraday 9:30 till 4 p.m.
Right.
Monday through Friday because that's
and
the only...
then they close it at a certain point.
The exchange is only open that much. And then cryptocurrency is just 24/7, whatever the
I could have lost 8 hours of sleep last night just standing
the
on
way
this
that
thing,
people
just
dictate the
watching
coin.
it. Yeah.
I mean, and that is people that are like worldwide, and it is huge.
It's fun. It's fun, man. It's like I said, it's like putting a slot machine on auto spin that you have $500 in.
And so here's my case. This is my bowl.
Well, let me finish up real quick before you go into your full education mode. So the fun part is, like I said, I went to bed last night, after the bowling and everything, and it was like, all right, I'm $5 down. Wake up today, I'm $8 rich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. You're like, this forever. I love it. And then you cashed out and you played those coin machines at the fucking local mart.
I got $8. I'm going to get some scratch offs.
Yeah, but I got some scratchers. I'm up
right.
I'm up
So,
eight.
yeah, I mean, what's your advice on all that? Because, I mean, like I said, Mayo kind of pushed me into it, but I told you for plenty of years, once I get like a couple $1,000s, because you were in the business of investing at one point, and I said, I'll just give you my money, and you just tell me what to do with it.
Well, I think like you just have to look at like.
Was this a smart move that I did for $500, or was this dumb?
No, I think it is a very good move. I think you have to look to what you were saying earlier about like World War III, and it is.
Don't tell them that I was talking about World War III.
He was, ladies and gentlemen, he was talking about World War III. He's calling it. It's December 19.
My birthday.
2025.
2024.
But no, if you look at the root of like everything, it's like, why does Apple have to take a certain percentage off of just an app? Why? Like, so let's look at it like this, okay? The first layer of abstract, and I'm gonna go like it's gonna be 5 minutes, but
go 5. You got about 5. You can.
The first layer of abstract is the internet, and then they create the second layer of abstract, and that's the discovery. And who did a great job with the discovery of the internet?
Great job.
Google, Facebook,
Backrub. You mean?
So it's like when you think about the internet is an open protocol. Anyone could use it, but Google
fuck is the internet?
But Google got there first, and now. If you think about the internet, you go through Google. That's like a single point of failure.
Well, they were talking about this the other day on the radio. They were like, the Google.
That's not the internet.
Google was not the first.
Yeah,
like that.
That's the abstract
Google's
layer.
only like it.
Bro,
yesterday was
that's the discovery. Part
yesterday
of the
was
phase.
its 25th birthday.
Dude, and like they don't own the internet.
I feel like Google was around longer than 25 years ago.
Yeah, they don't own their internet, but they were the first to the discovery problem.
Right.
And once everyone discovered that,
their
that's
biggest
the
thing was
second
they
abstract.
funneled all of the search engine results, so you didn't have to go to Yahoo or Jeeves or all these different or AOL search. They were the first ones to be like, we're going to give you all the search results,
but
we're
you're
gonna
going
funnel
through
it all
us.
down.
Any information you're going through,
and
us.
they said we're not going to have like pop-up ads in the corners. It's going to be clean and white,
and it is, and it still is,
and it still is, and that's exactly
so.
it. Yeah.
You take that now and you apply that to currency, because the internet is the way of the world, right? I mean, we're not going to go through Google's for the rest of our lives.
The times they are changing. You know what I mean?
They're changing, and now it's open protocol. So now you can get on. And now how am I going to submit payment from me to you? It's like, I don't want Tim Cook to take 10% of my payment that I submit to you. So I'll convert
if
it.
It's like $1,000 or something.
So
like
I'll
that,
convert it to crypto. And now I can interact with everybody.
So what is?
I
mean, like, but I just don't. I still
and
like
third world countries.
I have $500 invested in this. I still don't understand like what this means. And I asked Mayo. I was like, and I'll ask you too. Like,
so what they do with XRP and Ripple. So Ripple is
okay. So let's say tonight I'm $10 richer, and I say, okay, I want to sell this. Do I have to wait for people to pick it up, or do I just immediately get my money?
No, you immediately get your money. You're on an exchange, brother.
So it's not like someone else has to buy my shares at all.
Like, and truly, to be honest with you, you do not in your wallet actually own that 985 coins. You're on an exchange.
Technically, it still hasn't even come out of my fucking Wells Fargo account yet. So yeah, I don't know.
You can hedge it if you want. You know, what I mean, you can go arbitrage. It's what it's called.
I don't want to get dirty too early. Too early.
No, dude. I think when you look at the actual
risk versus
instruments
reward
and why this is used, and it comes down to Bitcoin and like that type of scenario.
I feel like it's retarded. I feel like it's retarded. You do not
have to have a single point of failure. Your government to be able to say you cannot build a store. You cannot do this because we voted against that. It's like these people in third world countries, they go to the bank, they can't even get a loan. They can't even get anything to open up a shop. If you wanted to do beaded jewelry and you're in a third world country, you can't do that. What Bitcoin's allowed you to do is open up a shop right there. You could start selling to your neighbor and you can start making money and you can start producing local. I could start buying from Florida to Indonesia, and now you have a source of economy, and it's
so
amazing.
When I see certain checkout options, I do see the Bitcoin option every once in a while. Now will this have to be a separate option that's called XRP or Ripple or something?
So
like
it's
that?
interesting. Like Bitcoin is like the number one crypto.
So that's why they have that button for
and
you
then
to click.
People come off and they.
But will there be an XRP or a Ripple button eventually?
You just would have to convert it just to USD and then like transfer it out. Yeah. But the deal with Ripple is a lot of these financial institutions, it takes lightning quick to transfer, because when you like convert payment, it says 2 or 3 business days, you know?
Right.
What they're trying to, like 2 or 3 business days, if you're moving $100 million, you could make $200,000 on that if you were to have it instantly and not have it transfer and escrow for 3 days. So it's like, why not? So that's the whole thing. And Ripple, what they're doing is they're allowing it to transfer payments lightning fast so you convert your shit to XRP and then you do that and then you make the transfer. But it's like, who knows? But I think it's one of those things where it's like, do you believe in the next 10 years that people are going to overthrow the government? That's what you need to think about, because
I'm excited to kind of get into something. I've never really invested any money other than buying the house. You know what I mean? Like I've never really like invested anything. And then for me, like I said, you watch that ticker go. It's like putting $500 into a slot machine
now
and just letting it autoplay.
I will drop.
So who cares?
One more quick knowledge on you. And like Theo Vaughn, we were listening to that podcast, and they're like BlackRock, Vanguard. There's 4 major companies, right?
Right.
So this is where it gets a little screwy, and this is where you feel like you're handicapped when it comes to finance, is the fact that mutual funds are a fund that you have a bunch of different stocks in and you buy a piece of the pie. But those institutions that garner out the mutual fund, like BlackRock, they all get the share voting rights. So they now have 50 million shares outstanding in their mutual funds, but they get all the votes. So when it comes to voting decisions for these companies, how should we do this? Board of directors, they're like, we're going to vote this way. So it's a rigged game. It's a rigged game.
Game.
But I could go on for like fucking 4 hours.
Oh,
I don't have a playlist. I don't have a playlist that long, but
yeah. No, yeah. Well, I appreciate the knowledge, man, and I appreciate you and
no, you did a good job. I mean, you're fueling the next. Well, like Ready Player One. Think about that. Like,
yeah,
that is XRP, bro.
Just recently watched that.
Like
too,
that is
so.
like, you need to like not
I don't know,
trust so much in the government, and then think about like the micro. Like,
well,
dude,
to me, it has nothing to do about the government. Or let's drop that out of the fucking vocabulary, because it has nothing to do with the government to me. Like, I'm just like, okay, well, this is basically like fake money that can make more money depending on how much people want this money. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it is to me. Like, it's just like, this is a fake currency and people are going to buy into it because they want it, and it's going to make my value go up, and then I can get like it.
I mean, if
I
you
know
wanna,
it's all built on smoke.
Like,
it's
you know,
there's no
it's called
foundation.
a bubble,
whatsoever.
right? Like the tulip bubble in Dutch back in the 1600s.
Oh, there's been plenty
where
of bubbles.
Tulip bulbs were like at $25,000,
You
bro.
think I haven't heard about that, bro? I know all about that, dude. I've heard all about that shit. Yeah, it's all about supply and demand, fucking, and mainly demand. Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm trying it out there.
I'm excited for you.
And listener land, if you guys are out there and you have a couple extra $100, I mean, I guess it's only going to do me and Ryan more favors if you guys.
I was about to say, you're just pumping right now.
You just go out there.
That's
and
what you're doing.
Just download that app. I mean,
go to Uphold.
We're not. I'm not trying to advocate against, and we are not. The Breeds are not responsible for any losses you might incur on your finances. But we're just saying, man. I mean, like I was not a believer, but then I saw her face, and now I'm a believer. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm out there. Just download. I downloaded the Uphold app. Ryan, what app do you use?
Coinbase.
So
I use Coinbase.
See, we're not trying to sell any app. Ryan used Coinbase. I use Uphold. Just upload that shit, and XRP Ripple. I mean, get it while it's still hot.
Rip it, bruh.
Yeah, I guess, guys. They call us the Breeze. We're gonna take a little break, and we'll come back here with Chason Gray and Ryan, myself. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you. Bye bye.
Later.
I don't know what any of this shit is, and I'm fucking scared.
You always left me satisfied, smiling.
That's what she said.
Diapers fuck.
Hey guys, welcome back. Final segment of They Call Us a Breeze. That's Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra live from the Tiger Cage. Sitting out here, episode 114. This one for September the 28th, the year of our Lord 2023. Just out here chilling. Like I said, just go to tigercagemedia.com. Just go over there. You get everything you need. Go to YouTube. Go to wherever you get your podcast. Drip. Get the t-shirts. The t-shirts are still going.
It's like a sandbox.
It's just
when you go into
everything
sandbox,
you need. Everything you need. Yeah, for sure. And even though Dad is missing, we do have Mr. Chason Gray on tonight. Thank you so much. Chason's been great, dude.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, I was like, look, we should get Mike on the rate. Like, you think in 5 years that he'll be able to tune in when he's on that jet?
I don't know what he's going to be up to in
eat
5
pretzels
years.
probably, and
Yeah.
like have but anyways.
It's a good ass point.
Thanks
man.
for having me.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for being here. Before we get out of here,
You're welcome.
I just personally, we had you on. You flew in for the radio. I want to just deep dive into Chason Gray's life here for a little bit, if you don't mind.
Let's cook it up, Ramy.
Yeah, I just have some questions, man. So you're an inspiring country artist, and like I said earlier in the show, right now, the focus is on country with the whole Oliver. What's his name?
Oliver Campbell.
What's his name? Officer Franklin.
Well,
Ossifer Franklin. The whole Ossifer Franklin. The whole
the old man, rich man.
Yeah, the rich man from the old man.
Oh yeah,
old man on the rich man. And then you got Jason Aldean with his whole try that in a small town. Then you got Taylor Swift blowing up. And I know she's not country so much anymore, but focus is really...
Her older stuff is really good. I like her older stuff.
Focus is on you right now, big dog. So it's kind of like, you got to strike while the iron's hot. And I recommend getting some singles together. I know you've been working in the studio a little bit.
Right.
And that life's been going well. But tour life, you also been... there's two... Listener, if you don't know out there, there's two parts of this story. You gotta spend some time in the studio and spend some time on that Instagram and spend some time on the fucking Facebook and do all that shit. But a lot of this shit is touring, man. Right? You're out there.
You nailed the.
Most of it is just touring, right?
Yeah, you hit it on the head. It's touring takes a lot out of you. If you could probably imagine.
Well, you got to have a good team in place. I'm
you
sure.
have to have a
and
great
your team,
team,
is
and
pretty good.
I have the best team around here, Remy. But it does take a lot of energy out of you, and when you're trying to write at the same time, you could multiply it, right? And but our team's been working on some singles, and you're going to hear those very, very soon.
Well, I gotta say, you leaked me some of the demos, and I've heard the demos, and they sound
bad.
No, they sound
very. If you say something bad, I'm ask Remy to cut it
sound
out.
very promising, and I know once you. Evolve. There are 4 instruments maybe total, and I know you're gonna have 8 instruments on the track. So I try to anticipate what's gonna go on in the studio versus what I'm hearing on the demo tracks. I'll tell you right now, they're great songs. They're well written.
I appreciate that, and we've been trying to book there's a couple finishing touches, the cherry on top of the sundae, if you will.
Yeah, no, I get it.
But it's just the way that everything has been, and you're right. The whole industry is kind of being shook up a little bit.
Well, COVID started that a little bit.
Well, COVID started it, yeah, and like you mentioned, everyone, all of our teams are now what are you going to do with Arrowhead and Kansas City? And it's well, I didn't even, we're going to be touring there in 2 months. And it's do I wear a Travis Kelce jersey? So there's a lot of
or do you wear a Taylor Swift
Yeah, there's
outfit?
A lot of under. But you know what? I gotta say, versus studio versus tour, I love tour. Because I got a lot of the team's family. They bring their kids out. We make sure that when there is summertime, that a lot of our members
they get to experience.
Yeah, they're able to bring their kids out, which is good.
Do you stop at a little what do they call them though? The where you're on the highway and they say pull over here in 5 miles.
Those little rest stops.
The rest stops.
Yeah,
you pull over there and you let the kids out and they play football maybe or something. Toss the pigskin around.
We go to So a big thing we've been doing recently is if there's a B-dubs, Buffalo Wild Wings
out there in Listerland, if you don't understand.
We'll pull over there and we'll treat the whole family.
That's
we'll treat the whole tour family.
That's going to be my next question. Okay, so you don't have the time to do a sit-down restaurant, right? But you're on the road.
Most of the times, no.
And so I mean, I'm sure as Chason Gray, and you're probably in the lead bus, you see those blue highway signs, right, with all the like Hardee's, McDonald's,
those things flash in
Taco Bell,
those things flash in my
Cracker Barrel. Yeah. There's always a Cracker Barrel too. There's always a Cracker Barrel. Yeah. But like when you see like, and every once in a while, like I know this personally, like when I'm on a road trip, I might skip over some of those signs if there's no Wendy's, and I know like there's got to be a Wendy's coming up soon, so we'll just wait. What's the one thing that when you see and you're just like, all right, we're gonna pull over here, and whether the gang likes it or not, you know, we're pulling over here and we're getting fast food. I mean, I'm talking about I'm talking about like going into like a Cracker Barrel and sitting down, or going in like some of them have the
Something
TGI
dirty,
Fridays or the Sonny's Barbecue, or like I'm not talking about.
We try to keep like.
And I know you can't drive
on the bus. We try to keep it very healthy, but there is something that I like to do, I like to do, and it's just something that I like to like. You're probably gonna make fun of me.
No, it's all good here.
Yeah, I like to see what a different beef and cheddar tastes like in different states.
Arby's?
So like Arby's? You know, if I see an Arby's, I'll pull over and I'll be like, "What's this one taste like?" And it's like, let me tell you, Louisiana Arby's.
Now, if you had to pick, so you're a big Arby's fan. That's
New Orleans, Louisiana.
Well, they got the meat. They got the meat over there.
They have one of the best Arby's.
Well, they have the
West
meat.
Virginia.
They just have the meat, and they have those brisket sandwiches from time to time, and chicken sandwiches with like ham on top of them, the cordon bleu, all that stuff.
They want the meat, you know.
Yeah, they got the meat.
They got
sure.
the meat.
Yeah.
But
let me ask you a question real quick on the Arby's subject. If you had to get rid of one, would you do the Arby's sauce or the horsey sauce?
Arby's sauce.
You get
Strike it.
You get rid of the Arby's sauce.
Oh, yeah.
You stick with the horsey sauce.
Well, that's the good thing about being a celebrity, Remy, is that you can go ahead and just say, "Hey, I'm going to be," you know, and you don't even really have to. You just have to tell your manager.
I need 18 packets of
they gave
Arby's
us a box,
sauce and 18 packets of the horsey sauce.
They gave us a whole box in Louisiana one time, and I
awesome.
was off the charts on that one, buddy. I played probably one of my best shows that night.
Really? So it was just a good Arby's experience that fueled your whole. That's your all whole night.
Yeah, I mean, you probably do the same thing. Like, what was your pre-meal when you were like Gaslight?
Yeah. I mean, back then, I mean, we were kids, so probably like Subway or Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Back at $5 foot. Back when they had $5 foot long, probably eat a lot of Taco Bell. I think just anything, just anything to get in our belly. Honestly, I didn't eat a whole lot because I was a singer.
Got to keep it clean.
I had to keep my shit clean and like didn't want anything like gumming up my throat, my pipes, and also that's where the late onset diabetes that I don't know that I have started. Where if I eat a heavy carb meal, I just fall asleep.
You should get that checked. Well, you should always get that checked.
So that's where I was like, all right, you can't eat too much because you're just gonna be sleepy on stage and you're just not gonna be into it. You know what I mean? So that was kind of but I mean that was 20 years.
It's
ago.
hot down here though. We've been touring a little bit. It is a little steamy.
Well, yeah, and shit is obviously going to change within the next month or two. But I mean, you guys are out on the bus. You guys are doing your thing. What's one thing? Give me your top 3 things that are in the bus that you have to have. You know what I mean? Like, it could be a Nintendo, like an original Nintendo. Or it could be a cooler full of White Claws. Like, what's your 3 things that you?
Funny.
What's your bus rider?
No, I mean,
right? They call that a rider. I think.
Yeah, it's a rider. We have Skittles. Like that's the number one thing. Yeah, the kids love them. That the tour family is traveling around.
Now, are these in dishes or do you just have the?
They're just out there. I mean, they're just kind of
boxes and bags laying all over the place.
Yeah, we got a little dish, but I think the biggest thing that I need personally is we have 2 TVs on the bus. One of them you can switch to College Game Day anytime.
How big are these TVs? You think
42s? 242s.
That seems pretty big for a bus. So that's half a like you can't sit in that seat because that thing is coming down halfway through.
We like College Game Day on the bus.
Big Ten, obviously. Big Ten fans.
Big Ten. Bama. Well, I just like it all. And,
Bama, you told me earlier. Yeah, big Bama fan.
But one of the TVs I like to have Deadliest Catch on all the time.
Oh, so it's like a bar where you go in and like they're just like the car
there
show
needs to
is
be at
always
least Deadliest
playing.
Catch because something about them pulling up a basket of no crab.
And is that the one where they do the noodling? Or is that a different show? Because they do that noodling where they or in their cricks. What do they call them? Cricks or creeks or whatever? And they do the noodling. They put their hands down.
They go out of the Boston Harbor.
A lot of good fishing out there.
Yeah, a lot of good fishing. They pull up baskets that don't have any crab, and then they pull up a basket that has a lot of crab. And I just love to see. And that's kind of how the tour goes. You know what I mean?
Like,
you play a good show. You get a lot of crab.
Watching Price is Right. You know, you're gonna have a good contestant. You're gonna have a bad contestant. So,
and then we have a lot of.
I can't hate you for that. I mean, that sounds like the life. If that's what you're watching.
And then we have Aunt Jemima's pancake mix.
So to round out the three, you gotta have that.
Need the pancakes in the morning. You know what I mean?
You need the Aunt Jemima's pancakes, and you need the
wash it down with a nice little Deadliest Catch episode, and I'm ready to hit the fucking stage, brother.
And then the first thing you mentioned was not Taco Bell, Arby's for sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you guys actually have a really, really, really good I-4. You guys got Love's, which is a great.
Oh, we got Flying J. We got Love's.
Flying J's, Remy.
J's.
I went into Flying J's, and
Flying J's like going into a flea
I was
market.
late to my show that night.
I know you were.
Stopped
I
off
know
at
you were.
Flying
Is that where you were?
Yeah,
you were
I didn't know.
I remember that. Yeah, because I was out there and I heard. I was like, he's about running 20 minutes behind. Because I'm a little more important than the average fan, so I get some inside access. And
what flipped me was when I walked in, I saw a knife case.
And then a T-shirt that just said "DeSantis is bestest," and I'm sure
you got the same shirt, don't you? Remy?
I do.
Yeah.
I love those stores because in no other store can you really get like a roller dog, a 16-ounce Red Bull, a coffee with Dunkin' Donuts brand flavored blueberry coffee flavoring, and then also some homemade jerky, and then a T-shirt with Dale Earnhardt Jr. on it.
Well, you know what was funny was we were.
It's true, right?
They caught wind that I was coming down on tour, and they shut one of those down.
I saw one in Georgia that still had VHS tapes for sale 2 years ago.
They shut one of those down just for us because they knew we're on tour and we're going to stop off at an exact spot.
Oh, the police roped it off?
They roped it off. And
probably in like
you want to see
Georgia.
people that are just furious about you. Like, because I haven't came out with music in a long time, and it's like, who's this guy coming in?
I'm sure they're pissed, dude.
Oh, yeah. They were pissed. But we got in and out.
Now, did they close off the Wendy's that was attached, or did they just leave that open?
No, there wasn't any Wendy's, Remy. I know you love your Wendy's, too.
No drive-thru available?
No, there wasn't any Wendy's. I haven't seen Wendy's in a long time, actually.
Did you know? I read this last night on the bowling screen. They have facts on the bowling screen. Did you know, and I'm just going off the bowling screen, ladies and gentlemen out there listening, the name Wendy was completely made up out of thin air just for the novel.
No, dude, I thought it was...
just for the novel Peter Pan. Just for the novel Peter Pan, Wendy, the name Wendy wasn't actually a name.
I thought that was his daughter. What's Sunrise? What's Sunrise
We were both
doing?
there. We were both there, but either they were poisoning my brain, but they said the name Wendy was made up for the book Peter Pan. Chason, you got anything on that, man?
Remy?
Sounds bullshit.
I mean, if you think about Dave, he was a orphan. So yeah, I could probably pick that up. I mean, there are a bunch of orphans, and Dave was an orphan. Yeah,
I mean,
that makes sense. It makes sense. But I got a new song coming out. It's about orphans. It's gonna be dropped this fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right around Christmas time. Orphans, it's like
we're
playing.
Yeah, think
we're
about
playing
the kids
in the
that
whole
need the Christmas gifts the most.
Yeah, buy these shoes.
Orphans, yeah, the red shoes. Don't talk about the red high heels because I get all emotional when I hear about that one. Well, Chason, thank you so much for hanging out with us today, man. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me out here. We're gonna go to that. We're gonna go to that tavern.
Yeah, we're going to JP's Tavern after
All
this.
right.
Me, you, Ryan. We're gonna go shoot some pool. We're gonna have some darts, and
I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Ryan, don't talk your shit, man. We got a fucking nice guest in the studio. Hey, man, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. On behalf of myself and Dad, who's not here, and the Breeze, and everybody else out there listening, we really do thank you, man. We appreciate it. Thank you for filling in tonight, man.
You're welcome, Mike. have a safe landing out there, buddy.
Dad, have a safe landing if you're out there listening to us and you're fucking up the algorithms of the plane because
Mike, I know you're going to be looking out those windows, just looking at different landmarks when you land.
That's
I know
right.
you're going to be
pointing
doing
out all those different, like, that's where that, yeah. Dad, we love you. Mom, we love you. We'll see you guys when you get back. Everybody out there in listener land, we love you. Thank you so much for listening tonight. Chason Gray, we love you. Thank you so much,
Ramy.
buddy. We'll see you guys next week. Dad will be back, and we'll hang out. We'll have some fun, guys. Good night, everybody. We love you. Bye-bye.
Later.